in the shed here, getting prepared for snow goose season. We've had some warm weather come in. We had a ton of snow on the ground. We had about 7 inches. Well, it melted off, and I mean it turned into a muddy mess. So we ended up having to change the trailer tire, which we went ahead and did that yesterday. We had a little bit of a cold front come through. Nothing like it was cold. I mean, it's 43 degrees out. But we've just been getting decoys and everything situated, getting everything ready to go for the spring migration. We've had a few birds already make their way up, but nothing to really get excited about yet. And show you what we've got new this year we're going to be using in our snow goose spread, and that is these Whiterock EVAC full body snow goose decoys. In my opinion, they're probably the most realistic snow goose decoy on the market, besides like Dave Smith. But for the price point, these by far are the most realistic. And one thing I do like about them is the stake system. So that's what we got too. We got some more other full bodies, and we got some more socks. So we're going to be running about like 780 some decoys this year, I think. So counting with the flyers. So yeah, hopefully we get everything ready to roll here, and we'll be hunting. Out doing some scouting this morning. Wyatt went and looked last night, and there was some geese that kind of showed up. Here we are, February 24th, and we haven't even set a snow goose spread yet. It's about a week behind this year. We had a massive cold front. I mean, all the way through the lower half of the United States to the Midwest. It was
They're feeding just like our decoy spread is.
I know. More snow, seeing it or no?
That's all Canada's. Maybe way behind there. These snow geese just arrived today. They had to have.
We've been driving around doing some scouting the last few days because the weather's been warm. We've just been waiting. We knew at any moment these geese were going to show up. Well, we went and just got permission on a field about 5 miles south of here, and we're driving down the road and having a look, and there's a pile of Canada geese going down this field. Well, then I noticed, and Wyatt said there's snow geese, and I could hear them. And sure enough, this is just the first. This is like the very
first feed that's probably been around.
Yeah, and this is the very first push. I mean, there's a few birds at Squaw Creek, but nothing to really shake a hat at or shake a stick at. But yeah, they you can tell they're all adult birds. There's a few juvies, I think, in there, but I don't know. Tomorrow on is going to be hot. The migration is going to be in full swing. I'm excited for it. We've been waiting on it for since last time it stopped. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's about 1 billion Canadas. Well, this morning it's a little frosty, a little cold. We're gonna get out there a little later because with frost and hardly any wind, these birds are gonna be very hard to decoy. So I don't know, hopefully we have some luck this morning. We killed one yesterday and we killed one the day before, a really pretty blue goose, and then a Rossi yesterday. So we're supposed to have south winds today, high 60, I think 61, so they ought to be flying. So yeah, so nonetheless, I'm gonna quit talking and we're gonna try to get out in the field and kill something.
Sold it, but I don't know. I am gonna get a half ton one of these days.
Well, we had a pretty good day today. We ended up killing like 27. We're actually out here hunting migrators. We're not hunting feeds or anything along those lines. We're not even close to a refuge or a major roost of any kind. We're just kind of in between two major refuges here. There's one to the southeast, one to the northwest. So I wanted to kind of show you what helped our success today. And with snow goose hunting, weather's everything. You have sunshine and wind. Those are your two main factors into killing snow geese consistently. And your decoys play a small part in that. And I want to show you how we run our decoys and how it helped us today, and what we may do differently or what we may do the same. One thing I want to point out here is these Whiterock, I'll pull one out, is these Whiterock EVACs. We've got 4 dozen of them. We're running those right on the edge of our hole here because this is where the birds are going to focus. And wherever the birds are focusing, that's where I want the most realism. Today we had a group of 7 come in, and we had one drop out right in them, and they were in our face. Now you guys that run windsocks, the thing you guys got over these is you can hide better with them. If you're running layout blinds, we're running 7 layout blinds right here. We corn them up good, and then we throw windsocks on top of them because it's very hard to run that many blinds and have doors opening and closing and hitting these hard bodies of these decoys without knocking a door into somebody or something like that. So we don't run, the only time we ever run a kill hole is if we're having light to variable winds to kind of center the geese up right in front of you. We've had strong winds the past few days, and typically on strong wind days they like to get low at the lower end of your spread and crawl up. So if you got decoys down there in their way, they're going to lift over them, and then they're going to be higher. So I suggest when you have high wind days to open up your spread at the lower end and let those birds crawl up because up here you're going to have your noise and your flyers, all your motion. So, and one thing I want to point out too is when we pull into a field, we just don't go and just set a bunch of decoys. The first thing we do is we get the layout blinds, we place them, get them corned up, hidden, and then we proceed to set the decoys. As you can tell through this arm, one thing that I focus on the most when setting decoys is trying to look like snow geese. That's what you want to do. You just don't want to pull out to the field and just start placing random decoys around. You want them you want to have a picture in your mind of how snow geese feed. In these cornfields, you have rows, and these geese feed in those rows. And a lot of times where the combines or the tractor and the grain wagons come through, they leave a track. They smash these stalks down. Well, those geese can navigate in those better, so they'll get in those and fill those in the most. So if you notice on this one leg over here, they're kind of in the rows in little family groups. What I like to do is we take our windsocks, we put them downwind, all the realisms up here, but our windsocks, we'll take them and I'll place 3 here in a little family group. I'll take 4 or 5 steps, maybe 6, and put 2, and then I'll put 6, and so on and so forth. So it just makes it more realistic, and a good way to really give you that picture is to actually watch geese feed and how they approach the field. And I know it's different in Arkansas because they got wheat and rice, so they just kind of all pile in there. There's no stalks to really guide them as they're feeding. But those are the things that I really believe that helped our success. The big thing is weather, your hide, and then third is your decoys. Thought I'd take the time to let you guys know how we run our spread to be successful, and that's all I got for you. And hopefully you take this and use it the next time you go out.
Trying to kill all 7 of them.
Yeah, wait. Dude, they're getting low on your side, dude. One single dude is getting in our face. Right down your bit bag. Putting his landing.
Oh yeah, I seen.
Oh dude, the 7 are coming. Get ready. Split right there with the big bag. Get ready. Get ready, Colton. See these ones? Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. What are you gonna do? Get him! Dude, I just pulled it! Shot 2! Did you kill
any?
I killed 2 of
We
them.
killed 2 too? I killed 2 over here. Yeah. Dude, they got it close.
My GoPro on?
Heck yeah, it is. That was awesome.
Dude, there's something coming back.
My gun's empty.
Dude, you let him get in close. That's what I was gonna do, just let him see how close they're gonna get.
Get ready, these 2.
Yeah, we can try him.
Will you try him?
Dude, I dumped that one right there, dude.
Dude, we both shot at that one. Screw you. It's over time.
Wanna try him? Yeah, let's get. Did we drop one out of that? 2?
That one's coming back.
Yeah. Three different sets of pellets in him. Man. I didn't fire that many. I don't remember how many times I shot. I think we shot dang near 2 apiece.
I shot once.
I shot twice, I know that.
Look how big he is. That ain't a regular Rossi. That must be a Rossi crossed with a snow, because the Rossies aren't that usually that big.
That's a juvie.
I know.
Look at his bill, it'll tell you.
Yeah, he ain't very old. Here, let me see. 1,000 birds.
Them bitches gotta be super high.
Dude, I bet they're like the ones the other, what was that, Thursday? Those ones that were locked up way up there we could barely see. I guarantee you it's the same exact way.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him, like, you want to see how close you'll get? He got hammered.
He got pancaked.
Did you shoot?
Yeah.
You did? All three of us shot? I didn't know that. Jake, did you shoot too?
Yeah.
We all must have fired exactly at the same time.
That was pretty neat.
Is he mangled? Oh yeah. knew that was a doobie because he got in close.
Not banded or anything.
Dang it.
We'd have had to catch
Oh
a
yeah,
band
he
in
got hit
thirds.
right in the head. Oh my lord. Oh, they're sick.
We beat yesterday's record.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
You got smacked.
Yeah, you did.
I thought he was going to come back in front of us, but he just kept working this side.
He got really low.
I asked Jake and Connor that, you want to see how close we can get this one?
Holy, blood just pouring out of that sucker.
He's not very big. See how small?
Come on, trucker. Keep on going. Come on back now. Hammer down. Both in. No.
Back farther.
Come on, keep coming. Come on with it. Come on back, y'all.